cannot reason with the unreasonable. I need some air to process this.
She'll come to her senses. There's always a flair for the dramatic. Takes after her father, I suppose. We have more important business to discuss anyway. We need my wife back. Pronto. And you've more than proven yourself capable of that task. So please, I could use your assistance.
Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. I guess I'll help.
Wunderbar. Getting this machine repaired is in everybody's best interest. Now, the note left behind mentions something about an old abandoned mine. I remember there was only one within the park. Nearly purchased it at one point for some... actually, that's not important. Try and blend in as one of the cultists. I fear they may harm Cassidy if they spot an intruder. Find where they're keeping her and get rid of Alex. I expect you to do a better job than the last person I sent to deal with her.
Are you sure this is the same Alex you guys knew?
We can't say for certain. But the gun I hired never returned, so it's possible she survived. And let's say that joining a cult isn't outside the realm of possibilities when it came to her eccentricities. But even if it isn't the same Alex, whoever has kidnapped my wife deserves to die.
All this violence, I prefer not to kill Alex.
Preferably, yes. But I guess you're right. It's only led to more chaos, hasn't it? I guess you could try and talk some reason into her. I do have this book. You could use it as a peace offering from me. I took it off Audrey. It appears to have been a gift from Alex. I thought it best to remove anything that might rouse up sentimental feelings. You know the sorts. Silly young romances. Anyway, I think this could be enough to persuade her and invite her into this family. Yes. If that's the price I have to pay to get Cassidy back alive, then I guess I will come to terms with Alex being in our lives.
That's a sudden change of mind. Why has your opinion changed?
Well, no. Maybe Audrey has a point with that whole happiness thing. And maybe you have a point about that whole violence thing. Anyway, can we focus on getting my wife back safely?
Okay, I don't trust you. Alright, I'll go speak to Alex.
Knew I could count on you. Now you better get going. I will deal with Audrey. Meet me back in the atrium when it's safe to get my dear Cassie. I will send out some people to transport her back safely once you've completed your mission.
Okay. Ticket to Revenge. Right. So, I have to go to the mine, which is down here. So I have a little bit of a track to go to. I guess I'll go here and then walk down. Keep following the path here. Should take us to where we need to go. Right. So I need to find a disguise.
All hail the hairy moth. Holy Mothman. Holy.
Okay. Do I need to go inside the house here and get something?
Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need.
Yeah, okay, you go over there. And, cultist garment. Equip. Alright. So now one of the cultists. Hello there. Yeah, you're friendly.
It's a moth man. Then why the hell are there eggs everywhere?
Right. Okay.
Praise be to...
Alright. Do I need to sneak anymore or not? I don't need to sneak. My cultist. Yeah, hey there, disciple. Hello.
Greetings, fellow cultist. How goes your cultist duties? Remind me what they were.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Where his wings flop, I'll go with him.
At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in
Hello
his
there, Disciple
divine
Blair.
light.
Huh? Oh, good day. My name is Blair. My name is Blair. I'm still a bit new around here. Who are you? We are his flock, guiding him.
So, our great leader Alex, eh?
Truly an inspiration. We shall follow her lead. She's on to something big. Bigger than anyone here realizes. Make sure you do what she requests for this ritual.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you believe in this Mothman either.
How dare you? Putting my faith in question? Wait. Either? You're one of us. Oh, thank God. Thank the Mothman.
Okay, so there's a bunch of fakers in here, eh? So why are you here if you're not a believer?
Well, presumably for the same reason you are. Aren't all the non-believers here for the same thing? To get back at Hugo for going back on the deal. And just generally being total filth. He screwed us over, big time. Made promises that upended our lives and put us all at risk. It's about time he gets what he deserves. I'm sure whatever he did to you makes you feel the same.
Okay, never mind.
Suit yourself. Not like I got anything else to do in these dark tunnels anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So you all ready for our big ritual?
Yep, all ready for the big sacrifice. Just sitting in the dark, waiting for the light to consume us.
Alright. Alright. I have to go pray.
Well, me too. Good, prayings.
Yeah, right. Okay, what's this? So there's a password? Okay. Okay, I'll take that. Some crazy password somewhere, eh? So I took a look for a password.
Our enemies can't hide. His
What's over here?
won't escape. Enemies can't. They'll face our judgment.
Anything interesting here?
They'll face
Mothman sermon.
his judgment.
Quick look. Okay, I'll take it just to have it.
Big
Okay.
Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm.
Maybe up there.
And
I guess I have to go up there. Hey there. No? What's over
His
here?
eyes
Hi.
burn like the night.
Sure.
And no enemy can escape his plight. Burn like the night. And no enemy can escape his plight.
Right. Anything in here I should know? Password sheet. There we go. Okay. Okay. Password is to peek past Pepper, you must pester Pepper's peer to apprise
He is
Pepper's
our
password to
shepherd
pass
in the
past
light.
Pepper's peer.
The
Okay, no
guard.
wonder people don't like his password.
He looks after us.
Yeah, so now we're gonna go find Pepper. We should be able to go through.
Calls to us.
Find Alex.
He calls to
Calls
us.
to us. He
Yeah.
calls to us.
Hi.
You either have a password, or you better get a move on.
Okay, sure, yeah, I'll get the password. There, it's a pass pepper.
You may
Pick the pickle.
pass.
Thank you.
All hail the hairy moth. Holy Mothman. Holy.
Yeah. They're working, guys, too hard at it.
Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need.
Yeah.
You have rejoined us, and the flaps of his powdery embrace. That was weird. Let me try again.
Yeah. Prison. Be in the prison? Okay. Alright, he's not faring too well. Neither is this one. Okay.
If it's a Mothman, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere?
What's this?
Praise be to
Another
him.
prison? Yeah.
Where his wings
Oh, there's
flop,
Cassidy.
I'll go with him.
Okay. Right. So let me close the door. We're safe. We're going the right way. Hi, who are you? Another disciple? Alright. What do we got there? There, we've got Alex over there. You're there.
By the time we'll recognize
So,
the worthless will be showered
what's gonna happen?
with divided light.
Okay, let's talk.
Hey, I don't remember your face.
No? I'm here to free your prisoner.
That's not gonna happen. And if you interfere with our ritual, we'll make you our next sacrifice.
Really? Alright, how about that? I have some questions.
What a weird time to ask questions. I guess we can spare a few seconds. I like to get to know my victims a little anyway.
Yeah, so do I. What did Hugo do to you?
Hugo caught wind that I was still in contact with Audrey after they moved to Shenandoah. He sent a goon to kill me, keep me away. The bombs fell as I was being attacked. Probably the only reason I managed to escape. I was out in the woods by myself, barely alive, getting my strength back. Until this lot found me and made me their leader. Lucky me, they've turned out to be a great help to make my revenge against Hugo a reality. I'm not alone in that. Many here want to see Hugo suffer, and I won't let you get in the way of that.
Okay, I agree. So why kidnap Cassidy? What do you have to gain?
That's really easy. Surprised you couldn't figure that one out yourself. If I can't have Audrey, then Hugo can't have Cassidy. Getting her was simple. Just convince some of our ghoul members that the Mothman has spoken. He demands a special sacrifice. Got them dolled up in some clean 63 jumpsuits and had them sneak in during the night. Good thing that door in the basement is wide open. Now they're all abuzz about a super special ritual waiting for my next move. But I still haven't picked out the right tool for the job yet.
Okay. So how did you end up being a leader to these cultists?
For some of them, it's just a matter of saying the right thing. Mothman showed me this, Mothman showed me that. Next thing you know, I'm a prophet. The rest? Well, we share a common interest. They're my wolves hiding in Moth's clothing. We have one goal. Get back at Hugo. Do you know what that bastard did to these people? How he used them, stole their homes, left them for dead?
Yeah, I believe it. So what did he do?
There's so much about that man and family that you barely understand. Allow me to enlighten you. There was a small town still in this park when Hugo arrived. right where he wanted to build his precious vault. When they refused a buyout, he offered them all a safe spot when the bombs dropped. They accepted. If you know Hugo, it shouldn't surprise you that he went back on that deal. He left them all for dead, scared them off, and kept the land. He is a parasite, sucking dry the innocent, making no compromises that stand in the way of his vision.
I believe you. Yeah, it's unforgivable.
Maybe now you understand who you're working for. Why I can't let you take my prisoner away.
So you and Audrey were a couple?
Audrey was the only one who ever got me. Ran into each other in a bookstore in the before times. That nerd. God, I miss her. Her dad hated us being together. Thought I was a bad influence on her. Maybe I thought he was a capitalist pig. The family business was everything to him. Anything that stood in its way had to be eliminated. I guess I stood in the way.
Yeah. So you had a bad breakup. It's been decades.
Stop talking.
Okay. Let's get back to business then.
I agree.
So I think there's another way. Clear the tunnels and leave Cassidy behind.
And why would I do that?
Audrey is looking for you? No, she didn't. Hugo sent me with a peace offering.
Hugo sent a what? Yeah, right. He cannot be trusted, and you're a fool to listen to him.
I know I am.
It's not too late to change sides, you know. Why not join up with me? Wait, hang on. Is this? No, can't be. This book. I gave it to Audrey way back. Maybe you're on to something after all. If this thing is the real deal, that is.
Uh-oh. Booby trapped.
Of course it was a trap. Ugh. Let me guess.
Yeah.
Hugo's doing right. Well, it don't matter no more. He got what he wanted. If you see Audrey, will you tell her I never stopped loving her?
Okay, I will. Okay, so everybody's going to be mad at me now? Clear the mine of cultists. Do I have to? Did I just leave? Okay, but not.
Oh, great, Mothman.
There we are. Completed clearing the mine. Report back to Hugo. I guess we can do that. Alright, Hugo, did your dirty deeds?
You're back. Good.
Surely the name.
I trust you have taken care of everything.
Pretty popular name.
And I can send my man out to get Cassidy.
Yes, well, let's say for you to go get her.
Fantastic. Oh, I wish I was there to see it. You know, in a more figurative sense. With that matter settled, I'll notify a team to conduct a rescue effort to bring Cassidy home. I'm truly grateful, my friend.
You're unbelievable. You just couldn't let it go, could you? The only solution you have is to just kill and kill and kill. I can't believe I came up here to try and talk this through. To try to make you see some reason. But I seem to have forgotten how efficient you are. After all these years of not knowing if she was still alive, I had a tiny spark of a hope that I could see her again. But now she's gone. For good. And there is no one else to blame but you. Both of you. How could you be so naive? Didn't you realize my father would stop at nothing to see her dead? Murder is nothing to him. It's a shortcut. You hear me, Father? That's all you are. A bloodthirsty murderer. I mean, what is Alex's life to you? Just a little bit more blood on your hands. Shouldn't make much of a difference, right? Whatever it takes to get your way. You're a psychopath.
Audrey, hang on. You still don't understand. Alex kidnapped your mother. No talking sense into that one. She always just runs away.
That was pretty intense.
You got used to it. I must get word to the rescue team. Bis später.
Okay. Oldest trick in the book is completed. Yeah. Okay. Gathering Clouds is the next quest.
A pretty popular name.
And I need to check in with Hugo again. Alright, well, let's see what he has to say.
Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations.
You know, you're a psychopath, right?
I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight. Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The Lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained.
Yeah, sounds like you've been on an ego trip there, Hugo.
That's just it, though. This isn't just about me. Please, I'll continue. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together.
Security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh.
Yeah, well, your past doesn't excuse what you've done.
You think I'm speaking of the past? No. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun.
Before the storms.
So you're the one that caused the accident and created the Lost?
An accident implies a lack of intent. No, it was a choice. The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them, not just my Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help.
A few years back.
So FTV all over again, but with electricity.
Before the accidents.
Alright, I'll hear you out, but I'm not agreeing to anything just yet.
If we go back to the surface.
That is all I ask.
He wants to know.
We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps.
Do you think Audrey will, going to cooperate?
She knows there's more at stake than her childish passions. She may hate me to my very core, you may as well, but that doesn't change what needs to be done.
You know what, I'm done helping you.
Then don't help me. Help her, and the others in this vault. And the Lost. You can throw me aside once we fix this. Please.
You reckon that's...
So you said you're close to some kind of solution.
Yes. Hilda and I had been chasing a potential lead for some months now. We reached a blockade, though. One that was obliterated by your arrival. She and Audrey can provide the specifics, but in short, I believe I am the key. Or at least the results of my mutation are... As I remind you, I'm no scientist. But there is hope. I have seen it.
Audrey is never gonna forgive you, you know.
You say that now. But when we succeed, when we fix all of this, well, I imagine she'll come around.
Okay. Your ego is bigger than anything. Okay, I have some questions about the weather device.
research.
The weather machine? Really? A machine. A tool. What could be left to discuss?
Well, where did it come from?
It was acquired. A last-minute sales pitch. I never anticipated it would have the impact it did, both positively and negatively. I hardly care to discuss history and trivial details. What it was is irrelevant. What it is now, progress. A solution.
What does it have to do with the Lost?
It is the catalyst for their creation, and the creation of the storm as well. Though both appear to be living far beyond their conception. Our attempts to stop the spread of the feral mine led to a step in another direction. Now, we course correct.
Well, that's all for now.
Good.
I guess I better get to it then.
We couldn't have come this far without you. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
Been a long time since we had...
So down we go.
Busy. You think I'm happy doing this, James? Of course not. But what choice do we have? This isn't just about us. It's about everyone here in the vault. Everyone we've lost.
He's not just a liar. He's a killer, Audrey.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever.
Oh, it's you. We were just trying to figure out... I don't know... everything.
Everything okay?
We both know everything is far from okay. We need to put an end to this, soon.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment that could alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition. My research on understanding the Lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the Lost.
Yeah.
We think.
So you're really going along with this?
The risk is high, but the reward is too great to ignore. And we may have a missing piece now, for an extra edge.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to a sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
Well, that's a crackpot theory if I ever heard one.
Absurd as it sounds, we have solid evidence.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template.
You're good to see this is matters, right?
No. Which is why we run tests first. We aren't simply going to fire up the machine again and hope he's right. We need to be sure first.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on Lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
How will we know if it works?
We're going to be reading the results as they're relayed back here. We'll be in communication via radio tuners on the devices as well. If this proves worthless, my father's going to have to... Well, we'll deal with that when we know for sure.
I don't think I can run this experiment on my own.
You won't need to do much. Just activate the device and keep it safe and stable. We can handle the rest from here.
Alright then, I'll head up to those devices. Point me there.
I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?